Okay, so it's knife time. What we're gonna do is cut around the shape. I'm gonna cut the excess off actually. It's kind of gross. It's like rubbery skin. Reminds me of when Arnie cuts his arm in Terminator 2. Ugh. Of course, what doesn't remind you of that scene? Am I right? Okay, well let's start with these two. So you can see here that I've sort of opened up an opening. So I'm just going to cut around there. Now you know that you're cutting in the right place when you can feel it give a bit, and it also helps to have a sharp knife. You're just finding the seam along the edge. Just watch your fingers, and back to the start. And if it's catching somewhere, don't tear it because you're going to lose detail right where you need it most. And one wing. So inside we have lovely feathery detail, and we can sandwich it back just like that. So that's one. The cool thing about this, I guess, the best part about this is the casting time. You have to wait 24 to 48 hours for silicone and resin, right? And you can do this, including green stuff, in 4 to 5 hours, maybe 3 hours, 2 hours if you're doing it right. There's, I guess, tons of different ways you could do this. I had a whole different plan actually that I'm not following for some strange reason, which was to build a little mold basket for the wings, roughly the shape of the wing, and then just put all this oyamuro in there, and then do a press mold with the one side of the wing. And when it's set, put another piece of oyamuro in there, put the wing back in, more oyamuro, then you'd have two perfect meeting molds, but they were not glued to each other because the oyamuro wouldn't glue to itself, which is great. So you'd have like an A piece and a B piece. That would have been easier than cutting. So if this doesn't work out, that's what I'll do next. And here we come back around. There we go. Pop that wing out. And we'll just do the same to the big wings. Yeah, I think definitely the press mold's the way to go. See some of the detail there. Pretty nice, yeah? What's left? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are our offcuts. They can go back in the boiling water. There's our components. Alright. What else do we got? Oh, the peeps. We got the peeps. We gotta put the peeps somewhere. I am going to make a little moldy box thing, whatever you call it, for this. Wait, I found something perfect. This little nail holder. Okay, awesome. I should pour them into a bag, shouldn't I? Things you need to see. I always do things the hard way. So I could totally use this. That fits in there pretty good, ish. I'll just cut off this thingy. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to cut that off? Think now. I guess so. Perfect. D-footed. Hands on this side, feet on that side. It'll work out. It'll all work out. Okay. So, that's our material. These are our masters. This is our little moldy thing. Let's go make some molding. Alright, so, final bit of casting for the day. Multicolored offcuts. Delicious. Look at this guy. In here. This guy. Ew, that looks so cool. I've got all the parts here. Wing, 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 and the first zombie mold thingy. Let me mix up some green stuff. Now, I'm questioning why I'm doing this. It's a lot of green stuff, and I really could just work from the metal and the plastic and then just cast them when I'm done. But, I don't know. I don't want to get super glue all of those wings. And you know, I like working with green stuff, so it's kind of fun. But I would not recommend doing it this way necessarily. Like, it's one step too many. This green stuff's really old. Why? I've also almost run out, as you can see. This has been sitting for about 3 hours, and you could leave it overnight. It just gets harder and harder. And I'm just gonna squeeze it out. Plop. And it's an incredibly good facsimile. Here's a couple more that I've made. Gone from having 2 sections. Let's have a look at how close a reproduction they are. Here's some of the detail in the originals, and then the same on our cast. A couple of bubbles, but the good thing about the undead is that it just looks cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wing detail to draw on. I could just keep churning out copies of these, but we'll see how we go. So that's really going to be helpful. I couldn't have sculpted this, obviously.